welcome to you who decided to listen to my album, for whatever reason. I wanted to say thank you for listening. I hope you will enjoy the folk sound I'm making.
Hey everyone, my name's Carrie and I write books. We're gonna talk fall goals today because it's fall time, guys. I'm so excited. Almost like jumped the gun a little bit. I've got the fall candle, I've got the fall colors. The only thing that's not very autumn is my outfit, which is blue, but like, I do want to set as a premise that I have been keeping up with writing goals for a while now, and it has been a huge game changer. Even though I know I'm probably not going to publish within the next year or so, I still have writing goals that are building up my craft, that are building up my habit, I believe all around making me a stronger writer. So I recommend them, even if you're not able to dedicate a ton of time or intensity to building your craft, or you're not trying to publish, or maybe you are trying to publish, or whatever it might be. If you're a student, if you are working full-time like I am, everything in life calls for balance. But I do recommend having some goals that kind of help you set up little mile markers, and so you can track your growth and your progress. And it can feel really gratifying to kind of see how far you've come when you come to the end of a year. Focusing on some goals for the fall, because as you know, if you've been around a little bit, you know NaNoWriMo is a November writing challenge that goes around. It blows up on the internet, and I'm a sucker for a good NaNoWriMo. I know there's a little bit of controversy around Nano, but I don't know really anything about that. All I know is that November is the month where we write 50,000 words in a project. I'm keeping it simple, and that is what my Nano will be. A lot of these goals for the next 3 months are going to be preparing me for Nano. So it doesn't start in October, it starts in August. That's at least for me, which you will understand. My daily writing goal is 1,000 words every day. It's really there to A, push me, and B, help me solidify an everyday writing habit. So even if I'm not writing 1,000 words that day, if I sat down and put something on the page, that's good. I'm building a habit. I'm allowed to skip days. I try not to skip 2 days in a row, but I'm allowed to give myself grace. And if I don't happen to write one day, that's fine. If I only write 200 words, that's great. But it has made such a huge difference, I've noticed, in my craft, and I've noticed in my mindset, that when I sit down to write every day, I'm training my brain. I'm learning some discipline. You know, I do want to publish someday, and I think that it's important that I already have a strong discipline in sitting down to write every day. In the case where I do publish something, whether I trad publish or indie publish, I'll probably have some deadlines. And I've never written under deadline before, unless it was like a 2-page essay, which is nothing. I want to know how to handle novel writing under a deadline. I want to have that discipline already set in place. I want to know what my limits are, and I want to know what I can do if I'm under the gun. Move on to the monthly goals, and these are the fun ones. August, there's nothing crazy for August. August is literally just maintain the daily writing goal. I'm working towards finishing a first draft, because the end of September is when I want to be done with that first draft. Completely have it written all the way through. I'm already about 50,000 words in. September is crunch time. That's kind of crazy, but like, I've been working on it for a while now, I think since May. And the fact that I've been writing daily since April, and now it's August, the progression, the way that that document has stacked and grown, and how much progress I've made on it. Like, I haven't been able to see the forest through the trees, but when I was sitting down to kind of make this list of goals, and I'm thinking, oh yeah, I want to have this first draft done by the end of September, I'm thinking, if I keep up what I'm doing, I will have this first draft done by September, which is crazy. It'll be the fastest I've ever finished a draft. My goal for October, which is also known as Preptober, is to do a whole read through of the document. This one is scary to me because I haven't actually ever done this before. I've read 900-page books in 3 days, 2 days, very short amount of time. So I know that I can read thousands and thousands of words at a really fast rate. I'm not sure about is if I can read however many thousand words I wind up with of my own manuscript in a month. I'm kind of terrified, especially when I will be making a list for revisions. I am preparing for a second draft. I will be doing while I'm doing this read through. I will be making a list of revisions that I want to make, and I'm going to focus them on character and plot. So what do I need to change to strengthen the characters? Where are things falling flat? And then what are the plot holes? What are the plot moments that need to be clear, need to be strong? So I'll need to be making sure that my timelines are correct, that my travel routes are correct. If there's other glaring issues in terms of like theme and setting, those are easier to fix in my opinion, but also I'll make those notes, but that's not where my focus is going to be. November is an exciting month because November is Nano, and I will be taking part in Nano, the tradition of Nano, which is 50,000 words of a novel, and that 50,000 words will be the second draft. I will be doing two things with this second draft. The first thing I'll be doing is I will be utilizing the notes that I made in October for my revisions. And the second thing that I will be doing is writing that whole draft from scratch. So that means opening a blank document and starting the chapter over. So I'll have my outline so I know that I'm not forgetting any important plot beats, and my notes so that I know what revisions I want to make. I'm going to do something that I've never done before, and that is write from scratch the next draft. This is different for me because in the past I have basically copy and pasted over from draft 1 to draft 2, except for the revisions that I would want to make. And I feel like this is going to be difficult to do, but I think it will be beneficial overall. It's going to be so much harder, especially with character voice, to copy and paste old character voice into what's supposed to be better and different character voice, potentially different character voice. And that's going to be so much harder if I'm doing a copy and paste. And so that's a big reason that I want to do this, is that when I'm refining my characters, there's going to be some shift from draft 1 to draft 2. And I want to make sure that that shift is clear and that I'm not making my job harder, my life much more difficult, because I insist on keeping old tones and mannerisms and all the little quirks because I liked the way a sentence sounded, and so I copy and pasted it over. And those are the plans. That's all I've got until November. I know I will do an updated goals video for sure, because I know things are gonna change and I know I'm gonna fail probably. It's a little bit of a tight deadline. It's a little scary. Like I'm really nervous that I will get caught up on the revisions. What if I can't get through the last act? There are things that may happen and I may need to adjust. Those are my goals. We will see. So if these are things that sound interesting to you, I would like to know, what are your goals for August, September, November? Do you have anything that you're trying to, where you're already trying to plan for Nano, or am I just psychotic? I'm very excited about fall, and I am okay with jumping the gun on it because this is my season. That's kind of all I have to chat about. Thank you so much for bearing with me. Thank you so much for watching if you managed to stick around. God bless you. Happy writing, folks. Cheers.